Hello and welcome to Info Simcoe. My name is Madison Fitzpatrick, and joining us in studio today is Penetanguishene Mayor Douglas Rawson. Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, Madison. How are you?
Good, good. Well, thank you so much for joining us in studio today. But we just wanted to take a moment to get to know you as mayor. So tell me about your latest electoral win.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to represent the town. I was successful in our last election campaign there in October for our mayor. Not new to the town, born and raised, and been in town for my entire life. I was on our council in 2014 and served for the 4-year term. Did run in 2018 for our deputy mayor's chair. Unfortunately, I was not successful, losing out by 2 votes.
That must be so hard. Only 2, eh?
Well, only 2. 1 vote, every vote matters.
It does, right? Exactly.
Every vote does matter. But I, stayed engaged, stayed up to date on the issues, with the community, and want to be a key ingredient to the future. So ran in this election, and here I am.
So let's talk about that, because we were talking about earlier. You wanted to have this position, and you were on council before. What does it mean if you don't get that position? You don't get to be on council anymore. You lose that spot. Tell us about what goes through your mind when you do actually make that decision.
So last election, in our municipality at least, we had 7 council members at large. If you're not successful in that, you don't serve. You would have to wait your 4-year term. The deputy mayor and the mayor, you're elected at large. If you're not successful, you're out for the 4-year term. But there's still opportunities to be engaged. There's always committee work, and there's always other ways to be involved in the community. Everyone has an opportunity to be involved. But being at the table making the decisions, you're out. But you can still engage, still be informed, still getting a pulse from the community. Did I miss elements of that? For sure. But you also have to reflect and go, what do you need to do to make adjustments and move forward?
So what made you run for mayor this time around?
I would say it was always in the plan. Just it was a little bit of a detour. But I'm driven to help drive the community where we need to go, where I want to go, and I think I have a good pulse of where the community is and where they want to be. And I wanted to bring that voice forward.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
On that win. So tell us about your council. How many new members? How many returning members? How's it going so far?
Thanks. We have a phenomenal council. This council terms are first time. So last council, they reduced our council members from 7 council members to 5. So we've shrunk our council in total from 9 to 7. We have 3 returning council members this time, and a few new ones, and then myself that was here 2 terms ago. So we have a good cross-representation of the community. I think we just got through budget last night through our committee of the whole process, and we've had great dialogue. Everyone's engaged, everyone has a good pulse of where we're going, and I'm really excited with this council term. I think we have a phenomenal crew.
Incredible. Is there a big learning curve from somebody who's never really done politics at all to now coming in and being a councillor or a deputy mayor or a mayor? Is there a big curve there? For
sure there is. I think like anything, there's always something new and learn. I've always been myself. I love the political process, and I love that, and I love, I'm always reading the agendas and reading what's going on, but the process is new. We have a couple members that the process is new, where they haven't even been involved with the decision making at the governance cycle. So yeah, that's a learning, and it's of course new learning, but we're all working through it together. For me, it's my first time sitting in the mayor's chair, so that's new. That's different than sitting at a council chair. But it's like anything, you work as a team and you work your way through the issues. I think as long as we're respectful, we've got mutual respect for one another, and we come up with a good resolve, we'll always come out on top.
And I know it's only been a few months, but have you gone through any struggles so far?
No. I think, again, town staff did a fabulous job preparing us for the budget. Right after the election, we started with some orientation, got a real deep understanding of what's the current reality, what's the status, what's the risks and opportunities within the community. Then we got right into budget. Staff did a fabulous job doing that, and council really done their homework. They came prepared and ready to go. Will there be struggles? For sure, but so far it's been pretty, we've had some good dialogue, and we've spent lots of time going through the process, so.
That's great, yeah. What are your goals as a mayor and then as a council as a whole?
Yeah, great question. My goal, and I said this all the way through the election campaign, I literally knocked on every door in our community. I think I have a good pulse of the community. The one thing I've committed to everyone is engaging. I think we have to do a little better job engaging with the community and understanding where is the community, what are their needs, what are their wants, and truly being their voice and their representation. I'll give you an example. During our budget process, town staff, our previous council have already engaged the community. We've done public consultation on budget. I really advocate that we needed to do a little more. We did a public consultation last week at our Brian Orser Hall at the arena. It was well attended, fabulous feedback, and I think as a community we learned a lot through that process. I think sometimes hitting the pause button, going back to our public and to the electorate and asking them truly what their feelings are, we're going to learn a lot more. And I think sometimes it's not a rush to a decision, it's a rush to pause and just reflect on where are we and where do we need to go. So that's really my goal. I think the answer, the group, the 7 of us, we're gonna make good decisions, but we got to take our time and really reflect what the community wants. That's ultimately my goal.
Well, speaking of community engagement, we're going to make this a regular segment here on Rogers TV. So if you want your questions answered by Penetanguishene's Mayor Douglas Rawson, you can send them to the email on the screen and we'll get them answered for you on a regular basis. Mayor, thank you so much for being here today. We really enjoyed having you.
Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well, please join us next time for more Info Simcoe.